fucking Rick. This show is a disgrace. That's why I love it. And you should too, you stupid cumbucket. Listener discretion is advised.
Right now, I'm holding something in my hand. If gravity is real, it should fall when I drop it. Correct?
Yes!
Yes, correct.
Yes, I also say yes.
And now, a moment of truth. I present to you right now, I'm gravity. Holding something in my hand.
Yes,
I present.
Didn't fall. That means there's no such thing as gravity.
Correct.
Wait, gravity doesn't exist?
I know, right?
What? Haven't you ever seen old ladies knockers?
Oh, I wish.
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Who are you talking to? Who's in there with you?
I don't think it's anything to brag about if you've seen old ladies knockers. I don't know.
No comment.
So I just don't want to talk about it. All right. So there you go. Hey, that actually was almost painless. I like it.
Sometimes a squirrel does find a nut.
Yeah. Well, the ones in our yard have not been, and now they're like begging at the window. So I gave them some peanut butter.
Oh.
And I caught one licking the brick on the side of the house. I'm like, guys, don't be pathetic. Yeah, one actually came up and was sitting next to my shoulder yesterday, and I'm like,
They like you.
I think it's one of the ones we raised.
Oh.
So maybe it remembers a little bit.
I remember that whole thing.
One of them still bit me, a little bastard, after we freed him.
Well,
So,
can you blame him?
Yeah, a little bit. I can. Pricks. I cleaned their shit and fed them. Come on. Anyway, we're back. Nobody's listening, but we're back.
So nobody listens anyway.
I'm just gonna take a drink of that and waste some time.
Then you look at the numbers like, huh.
They listen later. They just don't listen now. Oh, look at that. And he actually went through the whole thing and faded it out. That's nice. Okay.
The door knock works.
The door knock does work. Yeah. I was playing around with that, making my own version of that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saving different things because it's hard because I have sound effects all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're really hard to get, but that's an easy way to make your own soundboard.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
You just have to have the sounds already, or you just use like Audacity or something to make your own stuff. So anyhow,
How about this one?
See, that's the problem with that. Let me see. Wait a minute. Hopefully, John Michael's not listening. But if I go to my my board, like,
so you created that board from a board.
Yeah. So I just went in and I uploaded some sound like this. There was one of a man screaming, and I was like, "Well, what is that?" And it was the Wilhelm scream. So I just uploaded my own version. So I have it.
That's great.
And I have it right now.
All of a sudden, you're Fred Norris.
And I have it near the Howard Dean screen.
I forgot about that one. That was funny.
So it's like it's stuff you want because a lot of times whatever's on there doesn't make any sense. And you're ruined.
You're out. You're out.
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah. Now you can say anything you want. Yeah. So.
Oh man. So did you see, and I'm talking about current events. So if you're watching this in the future, it's not current for you, about that bridge in Baltimore. I
didn't know what it was because everyone was on Facebook, like saying, "Oh, prayers for this and prayers for that," which I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking? And I realized that more and more people were doing prayers for Baltimore. I'm like, oh, something happened in Baltimore. It was, it was a little hard on a couple hours sleep. Oh, hello, Bree. Sorry, I was on the other screen.
Hello, Bree, and your friend in the Audi.
But yeah, no, I saw it and I watched the video and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like that was nuts.
It was nuts.
And I'm like, okay. Well, and it's like one of those videos, like somebody's losing their job today.
Well, yeah, but the boat.
Yeah.
Died.
They lost power or something. And
but
I mean, like,
there's footage of from the bridge itself and they show when it,
it
was pretty scary.
But I mean, doesn't it just take like a sledgehammer to like knock something out of the anchor chain and drop the anchor?
I don't know if they had that kind of time to react.
Shit, man. I'm drifting down the
I
damn.
read somewhere that each one of those containers is about 40,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's a railroad car.
So.
And it's funny. You look
on water, it's not like he'd break.
You look at those things, and like I've seen millions of videos. Apparently, like hundreds of those things go missing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They just wash overboard and they're just floating around. I've read stories about boats hitting them in the Pacific. I honestly think that the garbage patch, that
Ooh, our video signal went out.
the big garbage patch that's out there of all the
Yeah, plastic.
swirling plastic. I think a lot of that it's just shit when we get the plastic pellets from China. They're probably getting washed overboard because why the hell is there a bunch of pellets?
No, they've gone and pulled the trash.
There is trash too, but a lot of it's like these the pellets they use for injection molding,
We have them at my work.
and it's just there's just millions of them. It's like it's just trash, man. Just start lashing shit.
They call
down.
it resin.
Is it resin though?
That's what they call it, resin. We get it by the tanker truck or by a railroad car, and then they put it in silos and pump it in, and then make film out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I had injection molded.
They call it blowing a bubble.
Yep. I had injection molded hockey skates one time. That was a huge mistake. I felt like a Chinese teenage girl getting my foot crushed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Not
bad.
to mention the smell.
Well, it's hockey stuff. It all smells.
Yeah.
It's the worst smell on the planet. I mean, decomp doesn't smell that bad. Anyhow, so what the hell, man? You wait, how was the show?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're up near Gradersford this time, right?
Yeah, we were at the gravel bike, and we had a huge crowd. It was
What was
it was
like
one of those
before?
shows that you just it totally knocked you over. Like, where did this come from? Like, you just it was just you go into it like it's a regular gig, and I don't know if you're not a player, but when you go to a gig, you just sometimes you have an expectation of how it's just going to be a regular night, and it turned into one of those nights that was just over the top. Especially the third set was insane.
Still people there.
People dancing and screaming and carrying on, and it was like they really didn't want us to stop.
Were they watching basketball?
No.
Okay, because I know down the road here.
all these people came in, and then it's a weird place. They had karaoke between sets, and the owner was doing his own karaoke. I think he was hosting, but Larry at the gravel bike. But it was just one of those shows. Like we booked the room. He's a friend of the band, and we use that room. Like we book it. We fill in slots and stuff like that. Like everybody does. It's just one of those places we just think. But we every time we go there, we have like the best time. So it's turned into a thing, and it's just funny. Like we all enjoy the show. The only thing that's not great is that there's a 60 cycle hum through the electricity there.
Oh.
That my amp, if you read about Mesa boogies in general, they are extremely susceptible to frequency noise, and they buzz.
Didn't you? Well, you have that at Screwballs sometimes when you plug into the wrong outlet.
That happens anywhere. So
Right.
if
Is it the same thing?
all the equipment that has microphones running through it is not looped together in the right same circuit, then you get a buzz. So, and for me, I use a microphone that loops through my pedal board at times for the talk box.
Yeah.
So that all of that plays in. So if anything's out of whack, I'm out of whack. So I was out of whack.
Hello, Charles. Hello.
So there's
Welcome,
different
welcome.
things you can do. There's things called a ground lift. Hello, Charles.
And SOGs.
And so we'll try that at the next time we're up there. Because I use a conditioned power box, but it doesn't. Sometimes it's really bad. Some rooms are really bad. So
Well, I think one of the places, the one place that I was looking, the guy went back behind the stage, and everything was kind of cobwebby. I don't want to say where it was. You probably know what I'm talking about. Bar on the side.
there's a lot of places
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know. But bars here, stages here, and I don't
Equipment
know.
box over here.
Where you got the flat?
Yes, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause,
that,
I mean,
that
place
was
was
gutted. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know they gutted it.
They gutted. There's a whole
They
new
took all
P-
the shit from the '80s out.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a whole
nice.
new PA system in there, a full light show. Unfortunately, we don't play there that much. Instinct plays there a bunch now,
It's
but
weird.
yeah, but not so much old school.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, down
New
the road
owners.
was really busy because of March Madness,
Yeah, I
which
noticed
I
that.
don't get.
Oh, it's a thing.
Oh God.
People have their things.
Yeah, but it's weird.
It's not my thing.
I don't remember this being a thing until I went to Villanova. I went there the fall right after they won in '85. And
Well, I could understand that being a thing if you go there.
but I didn't care either. All it did for me was it made the parking tags more expensive. Because they had to pay more out to the those guys.
I mean, Temple won when I was there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was.
Jim, I'm going to show you something. So Jim's busting my balls. He always busts my balls. I'm going to interrupt you for a second. He's busting my balls about Les Pauls and all this because he knows me as a Strat guy. I'm going to show you something, Jim.
You're gonna just turn it over there.
Yeah. Tell me when I get it right.
All right. Let me get the thing.
Oh, I can see it right here.
Yeah, that's true. Technology is nice, isn't it? Plus, I can't see it yet because you're on a delay. Yeah, you got the wall now. Oh, that's weird. It's almost like you had a webcam and you just did that remotely.
Oh, there's no balls over here though.
What the hell was that?
Jerky.
Everything's glitching and being weird tonight.
So I don't know if you saw it.
You got it, yeah, you got it. Now you're still panning way over that way, and now we're back. Yeah, almost. Yeah, it's weird. What is it like?
So I don't know if you saw
15,
that
20-second
Mr.
delay?
Nafis or not, but you know. Now my big problem nowadays is getting the Mustang in tip top shape. We'll see. I'm going to get her out this weekend.
So what's it doing now? Same thing or?
She was a little stally today when I had to move her. She's got all new plugs. All the coils are reinserted and put them back on and all that fun stuff. And so I don't know if I have a fuel injector issue, but I put a lot of fuel injector cleaner in her, so we'll see. There's Tom. I was talking to Tom last
There it
night,
is.
and I watched some of his live cast last night. It was over when I watched it. I watched it last night between it was around between 10 and 11. And then I watched his newest installment today about there's a tunnel in
Yeah,
Croydon.
I saw that. I didn't get to
Yeah.
watch it though. Freaking work. I'm getting tired of that interrupting my life.
Yeah. So I watched that after work today. But I did work from home today, so that was nice. So I just had to, clean myself up and get ready for the show and go to the studio. So that wasn't too bad.
Nice.
Nice.
I didn't really clean up, but
Yeah. So I wasn't supposed to be working from home today, but things changed at work, and you just do what you got to do.
Well, I found out that and since my wife's listening, maybe she'll hear this if she's not off doing something else, getting dinner. But you know how I bring the other phone down because I'm on call.
Sure.
Yeah, that apparently I'm on call next week, April 1st, and it's ending.
The on call.
On call's ending.
Congratulations.
No, it sucks. They pay me really well for that.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe they'll give you something else.
I was like going into vacation, emergency fund money,
Gotcha.
But I'm not keen on anything changing on April 1st. I don't trust it. I don't know. Just
My wife
superstitious.
went back to her company today and
Told them to go to hell.
no,
Burned it down.
she's back Monday.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are they taking care of her?
Listen, I'm not going to talk about that on here.
No, I'm just yes or no. I mean, as long as they're being
Everything's
nice.
fine.
All right.
It's all. I'm just, that's nice.
I wondered about that Brinks truck I saw backing up to your garage today.
The one taking my money.
Yeah, that was the garbage truck.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, God.
Bills going out, but yeah. So I'm happy about that. I am. I really am. Very, 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 very happy about that.
Is she happy?
Yeah, she wanted to do it, so
Well, that's fine.
yeah, it's good.
But I got to ask.
Income's good. Outgoing is bad.
Well, that's what reminded me of this. I was reading some article yesterday, today, maybe both days. I don't know. I didn't sleep a lot last night, but about somebody was complaining about the Dune movie, right? About
The
how
new one or the first
the,
one?
the new one about
the new part 1 or new part 2?
2.
Okay, I haven't
So
seen it yet.
they weren't complaining about the movie so much, and it was a woman who wrote it saying she wanted to, if she's going to see Timothy whatever Chalamet or whatever however you pronounce his freaking name, I know Chauvet because
Lights.
that and my fog machines.
I think there's some Chauvet lights in here
But
somewhere.
she was saying like it's a pain in the ass to get blasted. Like I feel this too. You go there and it's like if you get there early, we used to just sit, wait, and nothing would happen. You'd wait, music might be playing, and then you get the lights go down. You're like,
Where is this?
Any movie theater when we were kids.
Oh, movie theater.
Yeah. Now it's like you have commercials blasting at you.
Sure.
They've got really shitty
Television shows of some
like
sort.
shows, games, all this
Well, they're
crap.
trying to be hip.
Yeah,
It's all fake.
I just don't want it happening. And whoever Margoli's woman is, who I'm supposed to know who the hell she is from AMC, I'm sick of it. I don't know who you are, or Regal. I don't know who you are. You're nobody. You're a worthless podcaster, and technically so am I.
I forget.
And nobody cares.
I forget where she came from.
I forget. I don't forget. I never knew. But
No, she was on like one of those, MTV shows or something like that, or she was a model or something online.
yeah. Anyway,
I don't know.
but I mean, I was wondering because like a friend of mine used to be a movie critic and sort of.
What a critic.
And he used to go see every movie that came out. Like he would get reimbursed for it, and he had to write it up because he worked for a video company.
Okay.
And that's how they figured out nationwide how many videos they were going to get. So he was always like, I just like going to see a movie on the big screen. Do you care? I don't care anymore.
I like seeing movies on the big screen.
Sometimes
We were going to go see Ghostbusters last Friday
Mhm.
night, and we didn't, but so we stayed home. But I love going to the movies.
I don't.
It's a little harder as you get older.
Well, I started not enjoying it when I was in my
gotta
20s.
pause it. I got to pause it in the middle.
Well,
when
it's
I'm
not
at
even that. It's like I remember, right around the 90s when everybody had like VCRs and DVRs were coming out and shit. It was like people thought that they could just fuck around the movie and just rewind it or something. It's like I didn't hear the whole fucking scene. Shut up!
Yeah,
Like everybody's so rude.
I've encountered some of that.
Yeah.
Usually when there's a lot of kids in a movie.
Not always. A lot of times it's some dumbass mom like, hello? Uh-huh. I'm at the movie. Yeah. And like, the phone's,
So I'd be yelling at them,
well, I mean, I had some lady come in late.
and I did.
I usually do too.
was at
I try to be
I was
nice.
at Oaks, and I flipped out on some kids.
Yeah, and I try to be nice and be like, could you turn that the fuck off? But I don't get up and slap anybody anymore. But one time I was sitting there and some woman came in and she had her phone light on, looking for a seat, and hit me right in the face from about 3 inches. I'm like, God. And she's like, I'm sorry, I can't find a seat. I'm like, get here on time.
Right. It's not like they don't post the time somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, I get it, man. I've been late too. I remember going, I went to the movies with someone years and years ago and we got there late. I'm like, I'm not going in. I'm not going in now. It's going to be dark. Last time when I was a kid, I went in, I sat on some guy's lap. It freaked him out. It freaked me out. I'm not going in there. But
I can see that.
oh, that Bree just said, yeah. One time we were there and a mom was there with like 50 kids or something. And she was taking photos during the movie of the kids. Like it was some night out for just them. Yeah. I don't know. If I don't want to be the asshole if I hit somebody with a sack of doorknobs. But apparently that's the way the world is now. I'm the asshole. But I just thought it was kind of
If you
interesting.
live long enough, you become the asshole.
I'm becoming like Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino.
That's a different kind of asshole.
No, that's exactly the kind of asshole I think I'm becoming.
He was an asshole. Became an all right guy.
Yeah, well, I'm an all right guy, but I'm still an asshole. But like, I almost went over around 10:30 last night. Like
So,
yeah, the flashing disco light out there.
no, there was some other light on the other night. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I went in our bathroom was illuminated. I'm like, is that a full moon? I'm like, I think
guy
it's
out
the
here?
light in the back.
Yeah,
What are they looking for?
I don't know. I imagine they're
It
like
was like 4 a.m. What are all the lights doing
out
on?
there studying the surface of Ganymede with their fucking naked eyes. It's so bright. I mean, it's crazy. It's like that light's really bright and comes in. Pugsley's light was all fuck. I don't know if there were solar flares, whatever's going wrong with his light. It was flashing on and off for about an hour.
I saw it coming. So
You could hear the relay
I
clicking
have
on and off from
I have
my
a
house.
story for you. So
I'm gonna murder that guy.
Friday night,
Not really, but
Saturday
maybe.
night. I played Saturday night. Saturday night, I got home about 2:15, 2:20. Was getting myself a bite to eat because I was going to stop at Wawa and get a little sandwich or something. And I'm like, no, go home.
Fucking Wawa. It'll
You
be,
got- you
have
got
ptomaine.
Because I wanted a meatball sandwich in the worst way at 3:00 in the morning or 2:00 in the morning.
Mm-mm.
So
I've never craved a meatball sandwich.
love them.
Hmm.
So I came home and I was making myself a little bite to eat, some leftovers. And I'm like, I could swear I just saw a light go by. So I go to the front and I see this truck going by, and then I see it stop in front of the house over and down. And it's an Explorer. I'm like, that's a cop car. I'm like, first I think is,
It might, yeah. Okay.
did I sideswipe somebody? Like, I don't remember.
You're very
So,
paranoid when you get home.
very paranoid. Then 4 more came. And then an ambulance came.
Oh shit.
Apparently Paul, Elder Paul. Is that what you call
Paul
him?
the Elder.
Paul the Elder.
You're Paul the Younger.
He was taken out later, and he had
crap.
fallen, and something happened. He's okay now, but there was all this commotion going on until about 3:00 in the morning. I woke my wife up. I said,
Oh,
"Okay,
shit.
we gotta check this out. I don't know. Maybe we should go ask if there's something we can." We didn't know what to do. It was weird.
Yeah.
And I feel like, oh well, too bad. I'm going to bed.
Well, you
You
could
know.
just be like everybody else, stand out there and film it with your camera.
No,
We
just gawk through the window.
there you go. That's good. Well, that's like when my next door neighbor hit your car,
Yeah.
and I saw that there was doings afoot in front of your house. So I started walking down the street, and I saw you there. I saw him there. I turned around. I went back in, locked the door. I'm like, nope, I'm not getting involved in any of this. Well,
It all ended okay.
But,
The car's still on the road somehow.
well, yeah.
Sort of. It's in the
Well,
shop right now.
Well, I mean, he's like, yeah, I felt like an ass. He's like, but it's like every day you come up here, somebody just, they run into your lane. You have nowhere to go. You don't know why they're speeding down the street.
Mhm.
I mean, I've had neighbors do that.
That happens here a lot.
Like you go up to the end of the street, you're about to stop at the stop sign, and somebody comes around the corner in your lane. Because when you turn the corner in a residential area,
You have to make a wide turn.
and you want to pull some G's,
Yeah.
you really want that. You want your head bouncing off the fucking window because you can't help but do it because your muscles aren't tight enough to fight 10 G's in that turn. So,
at 25.
yeah.
Well, they hit my other car. I had a guy put his pickup truck ball through the front of my Mini.
Right. Yeah.
Car was only like 5 weeks old when that happened.
That's like Bree. Somebody I was on the phone with somebody and at work, I was on the phone with a customer and I heard her car chirp. And I looked out and somebody had gone mirror to mirror,
Sure.
side view, and just shattered her mirror,
Mhm.
sideswiped the car a little bit, and then just kept going.
That happens a lot.
And I'm like,
A lot.
I'm on the phone with a customer, like, oh my goodness. Like trying not to freak out. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I've got to go.
I got to go.
Somebody just hit my wife's car and and I'm taking off. So I have to go. So I will call you back. I will send you an email and I'll get back to you. And then I'm running down the stairs, like,
Mhm.
I'm halfway out the door thinking like, do I have shorts on it? Okay, I'm cool. They're gone. I mean,
Yeah. No, I mean, and when I grew up in Northeast Philly, all kind of shenanigans would go on.
oh yeah,
there.
cities are nightmares.
I mean, Northeast Philly is not like the inner city, but there was just a lot of stuff that
There's a
went on.
lot. It's very
we had
little tiny roads.
We had cars stolen from our house. We had people hit our cars. We had cars broken into. You name it, it happened.
But that used to happen around here a lot. I knew a guy who lived in cars. And this is like around 1981, 82.
Gary Newman.
No, not him. That fucking guy. No,
See if I can
this
find
guy was named Ed. I don't know his last name. I don't know. if
Ed
he had
the car
one.
dweller.
He lived in cars and he kept bugging me. He's like, "Can I borrow some tools?" I'm like, "I'm not giving you any tools."
That's like the guy across the street is always asking for tools.
Yeah, he borrowed my axe. I'm like, "I want this back." This is what I used to murder people who borrow my tools and don't bring them back. So don't make this ironic, man. But no, this guy kept asking because he would go out and he wouldn't strip cars, but he'd go in, he'd find a car that was maybe abandoned or just sitting in the parking lot for a little long. And he'd go and he'd take some parts off of it and take it somewhere and sell them for like, a couple of bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I give you my dad's tools. You're going to sell them and I'm screwed.
I'm trying, Jim.
Ah,
It's gonna be a day late and $10 short.
see, I mean, plus, and you're not going to get the right one. You're going to get some other shitty Gary Newman.
I have it on vinyl.
Meet Google Pixel 8.
That too.
The only phone.
That's
Not
it.
much I can do about it.
Well, that's fine. While that's booting up.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's chilly. There it is. You're going to get kicked off of
what I'm gonna
the
do.
internet doing that.
Let's pause it.
Yeah.
We'll modify it.
They're still going to burn you.
Does that work? Yeah, that's good.
That's how they get away with it on YouTube. Yeah.
So it's what one of the guys I watch does.
Oh my God. It's like Cookie Puss did a version of it. That's right, folks. Cookie Puss does Gary Newman and all your 80s hits. All right, I'm going to have nightmares. So it's Cookie Puss on acid doing Gary Newman. This is all messed up. So I'm going to have a beer.
All right.
So it's
well, let me finish this.
Yeah, well, it's a sip, so I'll introduce. So it's the last month,
The
the last week of August, or what is this? March? Yeah.
Wait a minute.
This is no, we had the blonde. I think.
Okay.
I think.
I like the font.
Either way, this is
The font.
So it's Sullivan's Brewing Company from
Hey.
Kilkenny, Ireland. We're going to have Malting's Irish Ale.
Hopefully, they come in through the port of Baltimore.
Just open it
Really get
slowly
more.
because I don't trust anything anymore.
No.
Thunder, flash. Okay.
I think we're good
Yeah, that works.
for once.
Ooh, this looks evilly dark.
We didn't make carpet donations.
Maybe.
I'm not seeing. Yeah, you can get a little aggressive with this.
Yeah. Oh, that's really dark.
Very
Jesus.
nice.
All right. So
After my Guinness
ruby red. That is not ruby
2 weeks
red.
ago,
That
my
is
Guinness weekend.
dark red. Yo, yeah.
It was a very Guinnessy weekend.
I get yelled at for not drinking Guinness till the end. It's like, I'm sorry. I
Are
just
you going there Friday night?
where?
Down yonder.
Maybe. Why? What's going on
Maybe I'll
Friday?
meet you there. But I have a shirt. Just give what's her name a shirt.
Oh, give me the shirt. I'll
Yeah.
take it down to her. Yeah.
Everything's out of the car.
Oh my God, that's good.
That's toasty. Yeah, Paulie wrote a whole book.
Oh my God, he's not allowed to use tools in the house. Oh, you had a pipe instead of a stud. Okay.
Oh, Paulie. Come on. That's total amateur maneuver. Let's be real here.
There was a sign back when we used to live up
That's
in
a shame.
Spring City. There was a handyman, and he said, "Call us to fix those things your husband screwed up."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, but-
fuck you.
Yeah. See, when I do projects, there's just usually a
That's
lot of
really nice.
cursing,
Really?
and well, it used to be, not so much anymore, and a lot of trips to Home Depot if I didn't get the full complement of what it was I need to do the job. Because sometimes you got to dive into the job
Well-
to figure out what it is you need to do the job.
Well, yeah.
And the great thing about it, as somebody who's a professional, is guess what?
They got all that.
They've
shit.
got shit on their truck. I don't have shit.
I have the shit, but it's usually in the garage, and I have to keep going out to get it. I'm really mad because I started.
That's good.
That is really good. I was trying to find a pen to write down everything, but I'll just have to use the computer in front of me.
So Jim and I, before the show, for those that don't know, we and people that do, we do a beer tasting every week,
God damn it! I know I have.
and we've
this somewhere.
decided that we are going to start documenting this,
It's right there.
and we're going to document in the following fashion. We're going to give it a rating of 1 to 10. We're going to write down, we're going to type up each beer that we have each week. And if you've ever watched Doug DeMoro, I think that's his name, and he does like the Doug score on cars. He rates cars that he test drives.
Or you go to any app that rates people. That's the same
So
thing.
we're gonna give it a P-word score, and each one of us will give it a score.
All right. So see, I had one before. I'm not following up on it.
By the end of the year, or a year, the end of this year, I guess. So it'll be 6 months, 7 months. We'll take the top 5 rated beers, and we'll have a showdown of sorts.
Oop, I spelled it wrong.
And then for the big New Year's bash, that's what we'll drink. Yeah,
I can't spell.
I think that's what's the way it's going to work, right?
Yeah, Irish ale. Okay.
Okay. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
See now, Jim Naffis, are you still on here? Did you? I think you left, and I turned the camera around for you to see everything with the other wall there, and
Trying to keep track of everything. Okay.
you didn't comment, man. So it's kind of
He made a little bit of a comment. Okay.
No,
so
he didn't. Not after I showed all the.
all right. So oh, never do that again.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That
It's like you
was-
stabbed me in the soul.
That was like when I was at band practice one time.
Yeah, this one time at band camp.
Yeah.
All right. So
She
what do
just
you
turned 50 or something.
anyway? What do you rate this?
40.
What are you thinking?
Let's see. And should we subcategorize it or just give it a rating?
Let's give it a rating. I'm saying it's like a solid
7.
Yeah, I'm saying a 7. It's
You're gonna give it okay. So you give it individual scores.
yeah, it's malty, but
there's a little
it-
twang underneath.
it kind of tastes like it's been in a can a little long for me.
So I wouldn't know what. Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't know. So it tastes like Campbell's soup.
What the hell? 12, 22, 20, it doesn't.
Well, you're looking for the date code.
Yeah, but it's like 2012, 2024. It's just
It says it goes bad in 12.
yeah, that
20,
doesn't really help me. But
12, 20, 24.
it needs. I think this needs a little more hops. I think it doesn't have enough bittering hops. in
Yeah,
it.
I would.
It's a little malty, and it's a little.
I mean,
it's
there's
really good. It smells good. It tastes
there's
good.
things you could do with this to
Yeah.
make it great, right?
Mhm.
The problem with making beer is it takes a long time, and
Yeah. Oh, I've
you
made
document the shit out of it.
I made I don't even remember what it was. I think it was supposed to be an oatmeal stout, and it would not bubble. I couldn't get it to ferment, I thought. So I just left it sit. It wasn't doing what I thought it was doing.
Mhm.
So I said, fuck it, I don't care. And then
Fuck it.
we moved here. We were here. We did it. I'm like, oh, I forgot. We used to live in the country. I could dump my yeast and shit outside and the animals would eat it. What am I supposed to do with it here?
You can still do that.
Well, I
here.
can still do it here,
Yeah.
but at the time I didn't know that. So I was a little nervous about that. So
Deer.
I didn't know what to do, and I left it, and it sat there for months in this keg, and I knew it was trash, so I didn't bother with it. So I went and I finally looked in. It did ferment, but it became malt vinegar by the time I got to
Oh,
it. Like
yeah.
really good vinegar. I should have
Mhm.
saved it. Another one though, I'd left. Like when you make moonshine, you don't give a shit. You could take a dump in it. You're going to boil all that shit off and just make alcohol. Everything's going to be sterile because, you're vaporizing alcohol. Beer isn't like that. Everything has to be sterile,
Mm.
absolutely sterile. And I must have gotten some bacteria in it, and
Ooh.
it was
Ooh.
gross. Yeah.
So I'm going to point out some things on this can. They used a paper label,
Mhm.
and they did not use a bold enough font.
No.
And you can see what happened. The paper absorbed the ink, and some of the letters are a little hard to read,
Well, so
especially up here.
well, the thing is, like, okay, so it says ruby. I don't think that's. Well, I guess it's ruby red. Whatever. Good foam. That's okay foam. Malt and
fact-
fruit taste. Okay, I get that. Yeah. Balance of blended malt. Yeah, it's very malty. Hop bitterness. I'm not getting that at all.
I don't have any of that.
And a dry finish. I'm not getting a dry finish. I think something. I don't know. But I mean, I like
There's a
this.
little bit of a sour element embedded in there somewhere.
It's a little. It's just it. What's the alcohol content on this? Oh, it's 5. 5 isn't. That's not too bad. But
No, I mean,
I,
Guinness is 4.2.
yeah, next week I have one you're gonna love.
Okay.
I kept.
Listen,
I
I
kept-
love them all.
No. You're gonna.
except for that one.
You're gonna love
thing
because
we did.
this is one.
There's one thing we drank here. No, it wasn't. Beer.
That saltwater thing you got.
That was the worst
That
beer. ever.
ocean water beer thing.
We should do
Ugh.
something with that.
What?
Have a giveaway. Like,
Wash our ass with it? I'm not touching that stuff.
give
That's
people
gross.
beer. Here you go.
Try this.
Free beer.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get some weirdo that'll like it. I mean, people drink shandies, but
I like shandies occasionally in the summertime.
once in a while, man. But like
When the summer shandy came out from
Langenfelder's
Langenfelder's
that
or
Nazi
whatever.
thing. Yeah.
I remember we used to play it. Oh God, I can't remember anything anymore, man.
Tom wants to know where you stole the glass from.
Probably a bar.
That's what he's asking. Yeah, I think I know what bar.
So
you took
Tom,
that from.
I'll tell you what used to happen way back when the band first started. The band was not called Old School; it was called Stumpy Jones, and I got seriously wrecked probably every gig. And as we were packing up, I used to just throw random glasses into the cord box.
You stole stuff.
I don't know where that happened, but it did. But yeah, I think
I
that's where these came from. I don't know. My father used to do this thing. We used to go to dinner. My father, when I was a
It
kid,
comes from a long line of glass thieves.
we'd be at a place eating, and he would get a pint glass, and he would just go to the waitress. So what kind of tips it going to take for me to be able to take a couple of these glasses home? And they would just bring him glasses. To
Yeah,
take home.
yeah. My mom used to do that. That's why we had a little cow creamer
Mm-hmm.
and some weird 70s, like you hit buttons and salt and pepper comes out. Because we'd go out to the Amish country and my mother would be like, I want to buy this. Now, remember, this is also the woman, and Bree can confirm this if you ever really don't believe me, because I know a lot
I
of
don't
times.
believe you
One time for Christmas,
at band camp.
I received the presents I received were a toilet brush, Dawn dishwashing liquid,
Dude, what the fuck went on in your house?
some toilet paper, and here's the piece de la resistance.
Fucked up.
The last thing was, you know those jellies you get at a diner in the little tray? They're like stacked little pats
For your
of jelly.
toast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got one of those. Like she went somewhere and just either stole it or
Dude.
that's what I got for Christmas.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck? You had that and then your father screaming.
I don't know, Bree. Tell me if I forgot anything. Seriously, that was a weird. And we got a spatula too. I think we got 2 spatulas. It was a good year.
I just put Tom's link up on the Facebook
Sweet.
feed. If you're interested, and you should be, because I said so.
Well, Tom mentions something I've been thinking about
Tom's got
lately.
a channel on well, he's got stuff on Facebook, but
Yep.
he's on YouTube, and he is a show, a vlog, whatever you want to call it, a video thing he does, and it's called This Is Tom's World, and it's about the Philadelphia area, specifically Bucks County and Northeast Philly primarily, but we're trying to break him out of that mold. I don't know if I shouldn't call it a mold. Out of his
Some of the places
his
maybe
zone.
may have mold.
yeah, so that's true. Well, in the woods, there's always mold.
There's always mold. Yeah.
We're trying to get him to move into some new areas, and
The Sandusky, Ohio VA. It's very moldy.
yeah,
Yeah, it's gross.
bad time.
I got a rash.
Was that when you got your foot fixed?
No, I was working.
Oh, okay. Oh, that plumbing job.
No, I wish.
Oh,
No, I went there working for the
so you're being serious.
I'm serious. I went there, did a job for the VA for Desert Storm veterans.
Here he goes. Like, where does this stuff come from?
Life.
You're,
Shit that just
dude,
happens.
you have the most fucked up stuff.
Well, the fucked up thing is when we were there, we got there.
I never know when he's telling me a true story.
It's all true. I never lie about this. I don't make this shit up. If I made this up, there'd be testicles everywhere. But like,
Oh,
we got
God.
there, it was like really, really late, and we wound up getting to the place at like 11 o'clock at night, and we had to do some work to set up for the next day. And we're there; it's really late, and my boss is like, "Oh man, we need some surge protectors. Can you go look around?" I'm like, "Just wander around this." We're in the basement of the Sandusky, Ohio Veterans Hospital. So I'm walking around through this. The Carter's moldy, and I walk into this room. And I turn the lights on, and there are fucking bodies everywhere. Just corpses all around me. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. They're all like dummies. They're
You're like, am I in the morgue?
I was so scared for a second. So I was like, oh Christ, okay. Because they're all on gurneys and covered. Like I thought they were dead
I
people.
would have thought the same thing.
So then I go to the closet thinking, okay, maybe there's some in the closet. I open up the closet, wall of fucking babies falls out of the closet. They're baby like CPR dummies. Oh, it was horrible.
Only you.
Oh,
I was just reading about Poltergeist, I think it was, when there's a scene where the wife is in a mud pit and
they're
skeletons-
real skeletons.
They were real skeletons.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, it's hard to get fake skeletons.
It was cheaper, they said.
Yeah, it was cheaper to get real people.
Oh boy.
You
Like
know,
that made it when I realized
all
when I
that
read that-
H.H. Holmes shit laying around. They might as well use it in a movie. Why not?
God. Anyway, so I was talking about Tom.
Yes.
And
you know, we're off there.
I was telling him about White Marsh Hall, and if anybody out there listening knows about White Marsh Hall, very cool place. And Tom, you come down, we'll go with you, man. On a Saturday or Sunday, we could absolutely, during the week it's a little difficult because
Get my hiking boots and
there's no hiking involved. It's sidewalks. It's
tough to walk, don't I?
Most of it's townhome development,
well, it's tough to
but it's
walk.
right near Chestnut Hill.
Just want to wear my
And,
boots.
and another famous thing, I don't know where this was, but somewhere in Chestnut Hill was a Civil War hospital
Ugh.
that they would bring people there.
We should just go there and do a
I don't know where that,
paranormal
but I
investigation.
have a bunch of books upstairs, but of course you don't need books today. You can just look it up on the internet. But there's a lot of stuff like that around the area. White Marsh Hall, though, is super, super interesting. They used to call it the White House of Pennsylvania. I think that was the proper thing. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong. What the hell's wrong with you?
When it was abandoned, though, kids used to go in there and drink, which is
Well,
that's how
yeah.
everybody finds about everything.
Kennedy Supply, when it was that high-end restaurant in the 90s, outside of Valley Forge Park, where Port Kennedy used to be.
Correct.
That beforehand was just a party place,
Party house.
and they went in, did millions of dollars of renovation, opened up a place that was $100 a plate.
Lasted,
In
what, like
90s, it
10
lasted like
years?
2 years.
Oh God!
I mean, now shit.
Remember
You go
when
to,
the guys were in there trying to steal the copper and they electrocuted themselves?
I remember going to City Works. What with you, Nancy Breen? I went
Mhm.
there. What was it, like 3-4 years ago?
It was longer than that.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. Everything's 3 years ago.
Right.
And
I graduated high school 3 years ago.
We had 2 rounds of drinks. You had a sandwich. I had a sandwich. The ladies had an appetizer each, and the bill was like $230.
It was so crazy.
I was like, holy shit!
And it was terrible.
It wasn't very. It was loud.
That's
as
not as
shit
good.
in there.
Yo, there we go. Now I'm back.
There you go.
My name's Balls. Big Balls. That's why I speak like this. And
That's gross. When
why
am I doing that?
You get a
Oh,
little
there's bleed over.
There's a little
Sorry.
bleed through.
Oh,
so
I'll stop there.
I'll turn my thing down there. You see, that makes it a little better when yeah.
So I was going to bring some audio visual aids tonight.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't want to do that because we're going to experiment.
With what? Oh,
With-
yeah, we're gonna use the.
Tom put us on to something interesting, and we're gonna try this new site. Maybe
You know,
we'll be off
this
Podbean.
weekend. That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We could still maybe shoot a signal over there. I don't know.
What the hell are you talking about? Over where?
If we did that, we could still do Podbean and all that.
Maybe. I think
We could be multi-ventured.
we don't. I don't know that we could.
Yeah,
but
StreamYard.
yeah. I don't. Let me just double check. Yes. So we're gonna play with that. Sorry,
I was looking for the band.
but I don't need the thing to sound evil. But but I was thinking, we can experiment with that a little bit. Talk about what you want to do and where you want to do it. Bring a couple of webcams down, figure out how we want to do it.
Sure.
You still want to stream to Facebook for some unholy reason. So we can. Why am I looking at a guy coming out of a toilet? What are you doing
know.
over there?
I'm just trying to find a song.
Christ's sake. But play something from
I
your
was
kid.
trying to find. Listen, just hang on.
Gonna get sued. I know it. But anyway,
Well, I'm trying to.
but
and that's another thing. We can get away from all that. Suing.
sort of, but you can't because if you want to, you also want to do a feed to Facebook. Then we need to do it. But the nice thing about this is that it's very easy to get to. Yeah, I know, Tom. I was talking to him about doing that too. We were going to experiment with that too. I have OBS and we might just do a separate feed. We're not sure what we want to do yet with that. But
So I can play this because it's live.
oh, okay. What the hell? Oh, gotcha. Cool. But we're gonna mess around with that. So maybe we'll have to figure out and we'll put an announcement out when we get it. But if we do that, it's gonna be nice because we can do stuff. We can actually show things. We can do a little bit more visual stuff, and people will be able to get there a little easier. So even like I know Podbean's kind of a pain in the ass to get to. One of the things I really don't like about it is if you want to call in, you have to be on a phone. I think that's ridiculous.
Doesn't make any sense.
And and everybody's got to have like a decent microphone and all that kind of stuff. But but with StreamYard, it's going to be a lot easier because
The other thing we could do with StreamYard is we might be able to use lavaliers.
maybe.
I did a video for work. I do voiceover sometimes for my work, and we used lavaliers. And
What is wrong in this situation? Hello. Those?
Nobody's supposed to know about that
All
video.
right, I'm just checking. I'm
was-
saying you did it
that
for
was
work, not just
private.
for
That
shits and giggles.
It was a private video.
All right, sorry. I don't know what's going on.
That was for my son.
Oh, ew.
It's a
Oh,
little-
and I'm the fucked up one.
all right.
Okay. I'm going down.
Anyway,
So on that note,
yeah, I had band practice last night with Ill School. We never have band practice.
what the?
You're working on
Somebody's feeling guilty.
We were working on new songs. No, that was Mike. Mike is the guy.
Mike is the shit. By the way, I know I should let the kid do this, but I wanted to thank you and all of Instinct,
Where? Oh, the band.
the band.
I thought you were talking about my natural.
No. I don't want to talk about that. But she got an A. She got 100%.
Get the fuck out.
She nailed it.
I want to hear the final product.
She's still working on it, and then
Okay.
they're going to do some changes. She's
So
got
pitch
some.
correction.
She's going to fix it up. What she's going to do is she's going to give you a couple different versions because she has some ideas of things to do.
Exactly, Tom. I'm going to start my.
Oh, don't give him any fucking ideas. He will. Oh, God
I
damn
would
it.
do that.
No, God damn it. I knew it. I knew it.
That would make me
No,
legitimate.
the earth is fucked enough. The planet's fucked. The country's fucked. Everything's fucked. We do not need a Paul Adler OnlyFans page. No.
People want to see my stains.
No, they don't. I've seen that. It's
How
horrifying.
did you see my stains?
You handed me your phone once and you're very candy and
That was a mistake. Nobody.
Oh,
was
that was I
And
had
of
nightmares
course,
for a month.
You put it out for the world to know.
I didn't take a
And
photo
you,
of
How
it.
did you know my password?
You handed me your phone. And I very innocently looked at it and I was like,
goodness.
"Oh my God." Gross. It's gross.
It was, some. I was.
You're
happy.
going to do an OnlyFans page, aren't you?
I think I'm going to do it.
God damn it. I knew it.
Is that a tax write-off? Can I?
No. And well, if you make money, no, it's actually, you got to declare it.
1099.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. There's room in the budget.
Oh, God.
It'd be a whole new level of. Listen.
Finally, the internet
So
destroyed.
listen to this.
There's the dark net.
I watch us back,
there's
and
the
I always
net,
say
and
so.
then there's this. The
Mar-
horror.
Marshall amplifiers partnered. Did I tell this story before?
I don't know. You haven't told it yet.
Okay, I'm getting there. Marshall amplifiers.
Mhm.
A few years back, probably like 7. They partnered with a company that makes these little speakers that you Bluetooth to, that you can listen to music and all that. So there's a whole line of Bluetooth and headphone stuff for Marshall amplification. Like, it looks like a Marshall, but it's just a set of headphones or
Yeah.
something. It's kind of like Beats. Well,
What's that have to do with you showing your wang on the internet?
I'm talking about how you make money in this world, how
Oh.
things blow up,
Okay.
Jim.
Well, that's still 180 from your wang.
Okay, so no, there's nothing. It's all related somehow to me.
Do you have a Marshall Wang?
Yeah.
Do you have a tattoo?
No,
It says Mars, and then you get excited. It says
no,
Schultz.
just let me.
Because I have one like that.
I don't want to.
It says we. Then when I get excited, it says we the people, in order to form a more perfect union,
and
establish just.
because
the
there's
rest.
more than just 3 words,
Yeah,
and there's a lot more.
there's a lot more, but we
There's
don't. know that.
27 amendments,
Yeah,
not
there's
2.
27. Yes. But I heard some woman, they asked that question. How many
She said
men?
13.
Whatever. But she said, I only care about the first two. And I'm like, hey, excuse me, you stupid twat.
So she's locked up in jail.
I think you care about the 19th Amendment too. Sorry.
I'm just laughing at Ted.
What's he doing?
All right. So here we go. So
I see a character coming up.
So Marshall amplifiers licensed their name to be used on headphones and little speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward a couple of years, Jim Marshall passed away, and the family was like, "Listen, we're gonna branch out." And the company that they licensed the name to offered to buy controlling shares of the company. So they bought like 75% of Marshall. They released the sales figures for Marshall recently.
Yeah.
I think it was within the last 3 weeks. Marshall amplifiers only account for, are you ready for this? This is the percentage of all sales. Like 5% of all the sales for the company as a whole. That's how many headphones and little speakers.
Oh, yeah. People don't like big stuff anymore.
It's hysterical. Like the actual brand itself is bigger than the actual product that it's known
That
for.
happens in politics. I got to play a bumper, though, really quickly.
Okay. Just don't bump too many people.
No.
This is Robert Stack. You're listening to The Peel, another unsolved mystery on the American Moron Entertainment Network.
There you go. So Robert Stack did a
See, you
bumper
did that
for us.
Quick. Wham, bam, it's there. I am incapable.
If I had a second monitor, it'd be a lot faster.
We'll
work on this. We'll get this
We
together.
will.
We'll get it all together. We won't be the fucking idiots that we are
Willie the
normally.
Worm and what?
So this is Tom's world.
Yeah. Am I going to break a rule if I play a piece of his?
You
video?
have to ask him. You have to get his permission.
It'd be kind of funny if I did.
Well, it's only Facebook. You give everything away for free. That's why I don't know why you want an OnlyFans page when you're like, walking around with your pants off down the street every day, walking, the cats.
That's only when I walk the dog, and the dog's dead.
Oh, okay. So
it's all fair now.
Wait, shit. Oh no.
What?
I thought I had a Pugsley story, but I don't. I'm just.
Oh yeah. So when the ambulance was out here and all that, his light kept intermittently.
It keeps going off. It keeps flashing.
And,
yeah.
So we thought he was coming out to see what was going on, but no, it was just the light was coming on. The cops kept going like over there to look what was going on.
Damn it! I gotta buy
It's
something.
a whole thing. It's a whole thing, man. The cops and I should say the cops, the policemen, and all that.
I gotta buy something so I can fix this.
What are you getting? Some glue?
No, I'm gonna fix his light.
Oh, dude, I was thinking about that last night.
I have.
No, not last night. The night before when the bright was
Oh,
going.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, yeah, we can't talk about that though.
I have the means to do it. I just don't have the thing I just showed. So
Can't talk about it. Can't talk about this.
yeah. Because sorry. Well, that was actually the cops came to our house because of him.
Many times.
Yeah. Tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Daddy, chill.
My God.
It's weird stuff going on.
I can't believe John Michael thinks I was doing all that.
He thinks you're the engineer.
No, I think you lied and said it was me.
I never said that. I just said you're the technical guy.
Oh my God.
It's funny, Ted. There's actually a guy that I know on Facebook, and I think he changed his name to Marshall Stack.
Really?
Yeah.
We know a lot of people
Why
like
not?
that.
Why not? Hi, I'm Marshall Stack, and I sound like an E chord.
I was excited. I
Wish I
shared
could sound
I
like
shared
an
the
E-chord.
bad news thing on Facebook, and
What's the bad news?
it was let me see if I can pull it up here. Hang on a minute. It's the comic store version of what the hell is this going?
Feel free to call in.
The comic book version before Spinal Tap.
Oh, I saw that.
They
Yeah.
did it. And where is it? So I posted
Did you
something.
post something about StreamYard?
There it is. Just about bad news.
Am I
And
getting ads now?
and this is Vivian, Rick, and Neil from the Young Ones
Right.
are in it.
Yeah.
And so Ted was like, oh, it's Viv. I'm like, no, it's Vim. It's Vim Fuego.
Do you see what's happening?
That's how I introduced myself last week. What's happening?
I'm getting ads now.
Oh, I know. We spoke about it. Yeah, that's the problem with Google. It
Or you went on my network and clicked on something.
No, it knows. It knows.
Are you? Do you have a password to my network?
Yeah, I have to.
yeah,
How the
yeah.
hell do you think I'm doing any of
That's
this?
why it's happening. Nancy's gonna be like, "What is this StreamYard?"
One of the other things too, but we have to talk about is we may have to run a cable down here.
To where?
Here.
To where?
You mean from where?
From where to here?
Where up there?
What's up there?
I assume your cable modem?
Oh, the router.
Yeah.
That's in the. It's in the other room there with the bar.
So I mean, like, I have to. What I'm going to
We
do
need
is
some serious footage. That could be on the OnlyFans page.
So right now I have a 50-foot Cat5 cable that goes from my router
That'll take care of it.
up the stairs and around the corner and into my work thing so I can use VoIP. So I'm going to actually put a plug in the wall down where the router is and then upstairs where the spare bedroom where my office is. So I don't have to do that anymore. Once I do that, I will have a gigantically long cable we could use.
At your disposal.
Yeah, and I'm sure I've got many pilfered network
So I have
switches
to ask
lying
you one
around.
question though. If we're plugged in directly,
Mhm.
are we going to hear some crazy shit going upstairs?
No.
My TV's buffering. She
No, no.
She doesn't know buffer though.
It would be worse if we're on Wi-Fi.
I don't know what's going on, but my shit's not working. I'm trying to watch my shows.
If she's on Wi-Fi,
I like them
it
midgets.
work-
The midgets, with the midgets when they have the families. I like that.
like what is it, Sid the Elf from Merry Xmas? Google it. It's fun.
No, I know what you're.
Have you seen it?
What goes on upstairs?
It's brilliant. But no, if everybody's on Wi-Fi, it'll be a problem, and we're all on
The cat
Wi-Fi.
videos.
And if we're throwing
Fucking
like
cat videos.
we're throwing out like lots of video and audio and all kinds of shit, that might be a problem. But if we plug into a network, we'll figure it out. I have to go up my attic and look for my.
There was a band called
Stuff.
Network back in the day. I used to go see them.
There's a movie called Network.
Dick Lee's.
Hmm.
Played there a few times. We actually Instinct opened for them.
That like Dick Van Dyke.
No, we didn't open for them. We played like they would play, then another band. It was like one of those, you could play in between or whatever. It's a long time ago. A lot of fun.
You got to do another one of the. Whoa, Gaudios.
Yeah, Gaudios.
Holy shit. Anyway,
It's Northeast Philly memories.
there was one here.
I think they were everywhere.
I don't care about the other ones. I care about the one that was here.
Yeah.
I like to walk in there and smelling the nitrogen. It made me happy.
Mhm.
But I don't know what the hell I was babbling about.
I don't know, but
Right.
Ted picked right up on your.
He got it.
Network.
He gets it, man. He
Yeah.
gets my shit. We complete
What does he
each
do
other.
with your shit? I don't know.
He molds it into something amazing.
Something
He takes the shit that I babble and he makes
He's
it better.
making diamonds.
I remember when we were doing and Ted, don't worry, I'm not going into details, but we were
Just don't leave your phone out, Ted.
the tape I told you we found recently.
The magic tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Braverman tape. It we were over I was there with this girl I was dating. We're over at Ted and his roommate Keith's place, and my girlfriend and Keith were in their kitchen talking about relationship shit. And if you listen to the tape, if you listen to the audio version of the
Bet
tape,
that was deep.
you can actually hear it. You can hear them babbling in there.
Mhm.
But he and I got really bored and we just decided to do some really horrible shit on and put it on tape. So
'Cause that's what people do.
that's what we do. So we did it, and the two of them eventually came in and started helping us. And there's some really terrifyingly bad things that happened there. So then the next day, he was like, we went to Casa Maria down on 202, which is where everybody went, where good people go. Stop that. See, this is what's wrong. This is what's wrong with the world and you and everything. Stop that. So we went to Casa Maria, and he and I sat there and we drank beer and we had Mexican food, and we took all the little paper standees and we wrote notes about what we were going to do next.
Where was Casa Maria?
It was where oh shit, what's there now? It's where Wawa is now.
Oh, The big Wawa.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Uber Wawa.
I don't know if I ever went to Casa Lorna. No, I don't.
Oh my God, man! It was like people were talking about it on some King of Prussia thing on Facebook, and I was like, I would tell stories, but I don't know what the statute of limitations is. Like, I remember being in there, and I was underage, and my friend Mike and I were in there.
Mike and Ike?
No, Mike and
No.
me.
Oh, Mike.
And we're just like, we're trying to get served. We're not sure we're going to. They probably would, but you get nervous sometimes. You feel bad. And one of the waitresses tripped, and we like caught her, helped her. We're like, you okay? You okay?
And then she was like, "Don't touch me."
No. She was very appreciative of
Oh.
the fact that we didn't let her fall to the floor,
Her
and
boyfriend was like, "Don't touch her."
but she had a tray full of beer. We like took every fucking one of them off that tray and
Even
put it
more
over
clever.
the side. And yeah,
See, kids, there's things you can learn from old dudes.
yes, steal shit. It's good. We walked out of that place. We first of all, just from that tray of drinks that we salvaged, we were already buzzed.
Uber Wawa
The Uber Wawa. Yes, Uber Wawa.
have a back room. There's no back
No,
room.
that's the Lark Bar. My dad knew all about that somehow. What the hell? What is this? What's happening?
I don't. What?
This was my wife a minute ago.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that is.
It's the guy in the Audi again.
No, I don't know what the hell this is.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's fucking weird. I don't know what that was.
Bobby Dreher's in the house.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Yeah, man. He's the one who asked about the Uber Wawa.
The Uber Wawa.
He didn't
That's right.
ask. He just said, "Do they have a back room?"
They do, but it's full of like Nazi paraphernalia. I don't want to go back
Why
there.
would you do that in a Wawa?
Uber Wawa.
I see where you're going with this.
Remember? See what I'm doing there?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Very clever. Very clever.
I'm a lot smarter than I let on,
No, everybody knows how smart you are.
but I drink a lot, so it gets all blended.
I
in.
am not smart, but what I do want to do is I want to have an OnlyFans page.
What the fuck is that?
That's Joy's son.
I know that.
Yeah.
Why is West with what I assume is a zombie serial killer?
I think it's the other kid who used to be a waiter at.
So I got to tell you,
Yeah.
I canceled my hair appointment this weekend.
Oh my God! What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna let it grow and get weirder.
Oh, you're gonna grow your hair in?
No, I just don't really want to
He's
get
gonna
cut yet.
look really badass.
You know how like you run to people like friends and they do stupid shit like they grow mustaches together and
Sure.
stuff. There was a moment you and I were growing our hair out a few
Yeah,
years
I
ago. We
remember
never
that.
talked about it. But
No,
we
it was
did-
going on.
We were doing it.
Well, it was during the pandemic. You know, it's a pandemic thing.
But it's just I know it was
I
one.
don't look good with long hair anymore.
I was going to get
Too
it.
much bald.
I was going to get it cut because I have to do that dinner for work on Thursday, and I was like, I don't want to walk in there looking like a psychopath, and that's the problem. Like, we go down to Screwballs, and people are like touching my hair and going, "How do you make it like that?"
I've noticed that.
And I'm like, "Oh, it's so I'm going to give away my hair secret. You want me to talk? You want me to do that? You don't give a shit. You towel dry it and just let it fucking do it at once."
See, if I did that, I would look like alfalfa.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
He'd have curly hair. He
Well-
had greasy hair with one thing that stuck up.
No, all right. Buckwheat.
Buckwheat might work. I do look like buckwheat if I leave it. I do kind of hammer it down. If I didn't, it would definitely be buckwheat-esque. But yeah, that's creeping me out. I don't know what to do with that. Like when you know who I'm talking about. I don't want to name names, but it was like,
It's fine.
you want to meet him? Well, he's got weird hair. All right, fuck you. Then a few months later, it's like, can I touch it?
Everything's fine now.
The hell is going on,
Everything's
man?
fine. It's all fine.
Oh, it's not Garth from Wayne World. It's more like Buckwheat from it. It just gets crazy, man. I don't care anymore. It's like the pandemic messed me up because you couldn't go get your hair cut.
You? Only you?
Well, this is why. This is the one reason why it messed me up. Everything else was fine. But like, yeah, I mean, you didn't get it.
Tom never answered me about his video. So
Well,
Busy.
he's probably gonna sue
he
you.
probably
I
went
guess.
into his next thing.
But he might have something to do too. He does another
that
thing.
guy
He's got a
is
life.
busy.
Yeah, he's got shit to do. We're just fucking around down here. But yeah, I mean, like during the pandemic, I don't know. I honestly think I went a year without getting cut.
Oh,
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember how long it was, but
There you
it
go.
was all shaggy.
Ted just, this is Jim Perry for Paul Mitchell.
Hey, I like Paul Mitchell stuff. And if you go over to Giant in Phoenixville, it's a lot cheaper than it is at the
Remember all
salon.
the coconut smelling stuff in the 80s? They had all these shampoos.
That was for
like-
black folks, dude.
Oh.
You weren't supposed to be using that. Well, you have curly hair. You have like a fro.
You're always picking on me.
Not picking on you. Why? What? You're not proud to be a proud black man?
No, I'm proud of my culture.
There you go. What's wrong with your hair? What are you worried about? You seem, Paul, you seem like you have something, a little self-esteem issue there about your hair. Let's talk about that. Tell me about your mom. What was her hair like?
Which one?
Yeah, it gets confusing, doesn't it? That's why I don't deal with that. I love that song. I drive past a lot of the neighbors' houses blasting that sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, I just want to make them weird.
How's that go over?
I don't think they care. But there's this little ghetto in Radnor. Like it's a ghetto, like not a Jewish ghetto, but it's like a black ghetto. It's like half a block. It's Radnor, dude. It's the main line. They're kind of like leave a big ghetto out there. It's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 houses of ghetto
Okay.
on Upper Gulf Road.
Okay.
And I would drive through there all the time because I went to school there and knew people there and shit.
I'm listening.
And one day somebody threw snowballs at me. So after that, I would just like turn the treble up on my radio and blast stuff like that and go through because thought that's what white people do.
Use the treble instead of the bass.
Exactly.
Yeah. I see.
Hey, Game Changer, what's up, man?
I got a question for you guys, man. Is I've noticed that that guys that are just a little older than me, they spend more time talking about hair and music and boy bands than even people in my own generation. And I just
I don't think we talk about boy bands or hair.
Yeah.
no, I'm saying like hair bands. You know what I'm
hair
saying?
bands.
Like,
Yeah. Well, yeah,
right. And so it's just funny because in my generation, dudes are more, they're more open to being like, you know what I mean? But in your generation, they weren't. Like even my own dad, he's like totally, closed off about anything. But then he's all about Queen and all about. So I just think it's really funny that it's like this total fucking backwardsness. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm not
old.
I'm not concerned
No,
about it.
I'm not against it. It's just funny how
The irony is I'm not concerned about it. Like my hairstyle is the I don't give a shit.
You know what it is? I miss the hair I had.
Well, I could do that again. It takes a lot of work.
I could do it in 20 minutes.
I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to get up at 5:30 in the
It was
morning
a lot of work. Yeah. It was
to work on that
whole
shit.
thing.
But like, no, I got to the point where it was like, all right, I just don't give a shit anymore. So I'm just like, towel dry it. It's all fucking crazy. And I don't care. And I go out and we go down to this place down the street and it bothered somebody down there. They're fascinated by it. I'm like, what is the problem?
Because they're old too.
Yeah, they're old too, but it's like they keep looking at it, and I'm like, I remember reading
the older generation.
I read
about their hair.
I read a biography of Elvis, and it said like his hair grew in every direction. I'm like, that's fucking me.
Oh, fuck.
Everything's
Fuck yeah.
italic. It just there's no rhyme or reason. I'm tired of fighting. I'm too old to fight anymore. I don't
shave it.
care. No, I don't want to do that.
My beard and my neck hair grow straight, and that's about.
Dude, I have a round Charlie Brown head. If I shave my head,
I think that would be funny to see.
no. I look like Linus. It would be bad. It'd be really bad. I don't want to do that. And when I do it, when I have to do it, I think what I might do is take a scourge from Thor Ragnarok. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to leave like trails of spikes of hair and just buzz it down. I'm going to do something that's going to get me fired from like any job.
Yeah, just working in the food industry.
What is this? Who the hell is Patrick Schumacher?
I don't know. I never heard of him.
Pat, is that you? Oh, we're going to find
boy.
out. Hang on a minute.
Speaking of hair.
Yeah, he's got lots of hair. Pat?
Oh boy.
Oh, he's on the road again.
Well, he's probably screwed because of that bridge going out.
See, now
That was fucked up.
Ted's talking about he's got a picture of my hair in 1988. That's probably when I had my fro.
Your fro?
I had a perm. for a while.
You had a perm?
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't need a perm.
You want to see a picture of it?
Sure, put it up.
All right, give me a minute.
Put it on the. Can you put it on Podbean?
Probably. I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, what's up, man?
Patrick.
What's this Patrick
What's
shit?
going on?
We're talking about.
I had to
hair, man.
update
You've
my
got-
phone, so I had to offload a bunch of apps. So Podbean went away, and I've just downloaded
your,
it. And I guess I used a different
back-
account.
Oh my god, I can't do anything. Okay, here we go. All right, I have to find a picture of my fro.
Oh,
Bless you.
is it your brother?
What are you being mean? Are you being mean? What are you being mean
I
for?
don't know what's going on there?
Hang on a minute. Where is
All right,
this?
just take your time. There's no
Well,
pressure.
fill in.
Jim.
I'm busy. Here's my
I'm-
high school photo. Look how pretty I was.
Oh God,
I know, right?
why do you do that to me?
What the hell happened to you then?
I got fucking old and drank a lot. I don't know.
I'm just playing videos.
No, you have to. Oh, there it is. There's my perm.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I have no idea how I can share that out anywhere, but let me see. Maybe there's a way. Hang on a minute.
Have you seen this?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it. What is this?
It's a cover band. Little kids.
Oh, I have not seen it. All right, let me see if I can share this out. Hang on a minute. So
20s.
there's the Facebook folks. And let me jump over here. All right. It's a Facebook photo, so if you can see it, you can see it. But yeah, I had a perm because I swam a lot and I got tired of having to like go in the pool
Well,
and then like take
everybody had a perm in those days.
45 minutes to like blow dry my fucking hair.
didn't
I
need
can't
one.
deal with that.
I just, curling brush and a 1500 watt hair dryer.
Yeah, that curling brush was a bitch, man. I remember going to school and I'm like, did I unplug that? I got a serious case of OCD about it. But yeah, I had a fro for
So that's
a
what I'm
while.
gonna do. I'm just gonna play cover versions.
That'll work. What are we pointing at? Oh, I know what you're pointing at. Dirty bastard.
Gymnast.
Yeah.
In 30s or something.
Oh my god. So
From Poland or something.
Poland?
Yeah.
Oh. That's weird.
I get weird suggestions.
So when are you starting your
OnlyFans?
Your OnlyFans page, yeah.
Probably next year. Maybe the next decade.
You're gonna wait. You're gonna get older and then do it.
Got to build it up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But ooh, Pat was cooking. What are you cooking?
Onions and peppers.
Oh, Ted, you got to scan whatever photo you have, man. I don't know what the hell you've got, but it might be that picture of me and Karen Wilson that I just posted up there.
Oh, do you want a really young picture of me? I think Paul's probably seen it.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
always.
I don't talk about the picture I saw you from that time.
Hey.
Private.
We'll leave that one alone.
Yeah, so
Ugh.
I know where you're going.
Hair was curly, but we don't want to see that.
Can I post pictures in Podbean?
I think you can just dump in a link if it's somewhere. What are you groaning about?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Ted, you gonna scan it? You actually have a photo of me somewhere? Holy shit, this is gonna be awful.
I have no words.
Ted was there the night that I almost got arrested and actually hurt myself running into a parked car. So
I see what you're saying.
yeah, it was a good night. We made money off that night though.
I'm just going to send it to. I'll send it to Paul on Messenger.
All right, cool.
You guys can laugh.
See, that's you. I mean, you had like the
I had
long
fuzz.
you had the Alice from Dilbert hair.
I had fuzz.
Yeah. Well, that's your chest.
No, that's jungle.
I'm gonna have nightmares about this. I'm gonna hear the sound of like the video game Jungle King, and it's gonna be that picture in my head.
Let me see.
Ugh. All right, I gotta do my thing.
What's going on? You okay?
I gotta pee.
I need beer.
What do you want?
Jungle. I want beer. Because I like beer. Let's see. He was talking about. What? Whatever. You know. So Jim's vacated the room because he's getting beer and all that stuff. And I'm going to see if I can find. I don't know. The door just popped open. What's happening here? You got a laugh.
There you go, Paul.
Go ahead. I can see his computer.
I just sent it to you on the messenger.
Oh, I have to hold on. I have to jump over there. I see a message has come in. The response rate is, oh yeah, I've seen this picture. Yeah, that looks like my sister from 1987.
Exactly.
That was a bad day for her. Kay Hoffman is in the house with Pat. And there's stuff going on, Pat. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. The problem is it's all pending, and I can't say anything right now.
What are you saying?
When I latched things at home and it made noise, I got in trouble.
Oh, no, your father's not here.
So, I don't. But
Well, he might
I
be.
didn't think you wanted me to take your glass into the bathroom and come back with something.
I want a bottle of beer. It's easy. This is easy. I don't know what's so difficult.
And there's a more recent one.
Oh. So, what's going on with Vinny, dude? Is he okay?
He's okay. He's going in for surgery tomorrow to get his leg fixed up. Yeah, he broke his leg.
What?
He broke his leg falling out of bed because he didn't have any strength. He couldn't hold himself up, so he fell and broke his leg. So they're going to fix that. He's COVID free as of today.
Yesterday, I couldn't get him on the phone, by the way.
Yeah, yesterday he was COVID positive still, so he hasn't been picking up a lot. But I just wait and let him call me. So we chatted for a little bit. He sounds really good today. Like last week, I thought he was on death's bed. You know what I mean? This week he sounds.
No, I was talking to Richie, and Richie Salmon. He tried to call him, and he said it was a little, it's a little upsetting.
Yeah, it really was.
But I tried calling him, he didn't answer. So that's what happens.
The nurses could have been in there. The doctors could have been giving him an enema. I don't know. You know what I mean?
It's always a good time for an enema.
Whenever Paul calls, you get an enema.
You get an enemy and an enema all at the
I
same time.
don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I'd say we went to a thrift shop and we were talking about one time we went to like a Goodwill or something and someone actually like turned in a used enema bag. Who would buy that?
What the?
The one time at band camp?
Oh my God. Ted, where the hell is that from? Holy shit. I'm saving that. Putting that in my memes folder. Holy shit.
I don't understand what's happening here.
There's the picture he's talking about right there. You have to actually look over here. That's he and I in what, 1988? Where the hell are we?
I like the sunglasses.
And it's done to scale too, man. Holy shit. What's happening?
Somebody's laughing at you.
Oh my God, Ted, do you have those photos? That was from the party where I met my wife the very first time when she was 16 and I was like 21-ish.
No, you were 17.
No, she didn't talk to me that day.
Oh.
Holy shit. Man, no, that's what I looked like. No wonder she didn't talk to me. I love the sunglasses, though. We definitely look very, very.
You look so cool.
We look very, very Miami Vice there.
Yeah, it's working for you.
Now we were cool, man. Wait, Kate said gross. What are we being gross about? Are you being gross? Was I being gross?
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't even know what we said. Shit. Anyway, I think it was the enema thing. I'm assuming. Where'd you get a recording of my family?
I don't hear your father in there.
That's not my father. My sister texted me this morning at like 7:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And just out of nowhere, yeah, I figured, Kay, I'm sorry. She just texted me like, "Are you mad at me?" That was my response. Literally, that's what I said.
That's what I envisioned.
Yeah. No, I actually said like you need to switch to Sanka.
Oh, do they still sell that?
I have no idea. I just wanted to get the
I used to
illusion.
get Sanka, and there was another decaffeinated.
I was a red rose tea guy.
What was the other freeze dried coffee?
That was Folgers.
Taster's Choice.
Oh, Taster's Choice. That was
So my first year of
decaf, was it?
college, I would get Taster's Choice, and I would mix that with hot cocoa mix because I didn't like coffee.
God, you're gay.
And I'd mix that all up and drink that before I went.
You were
to
ahead of
college.
the times, man. You were making mochas.
Exactly.
didn't
Like,
know.
yeah,
There-
really. It's like an
yeah.
ice cream sundae coffee.
That's how my OnlyFans.
Well, it's like my
OnlyFans
sister used to
channel
get
started.
like the international coffees, like the mocha shit.
Yeah,
And I thought, oh, that sounds really good. And I made it, and I'm like, that tastes like
it was
my
awful.
sock.
Yeah,
Ugh.
my mom and I got that stuff.
A friend
It
of
was
mine
bad.
actually
It was
had
bad.
one of the. Is it Nescafe? What was the Globe cup?
What?
Remember the commercial where?
Oh yeah, international coffees, international.
Was it?
something international?
Yeah.
something
Yeah, the thing I was-
coffees.
okay.
Yeah, it came with a little can. And
Yeah, that's what I was just talking
about.
about. They're vile.
Yeah,
they don't taste anything like they
weren't
look.
good.
But
No. Kay Hoffman said she had that at Nescafe. She had it some at Phoenix Lanes. I don't know what they were selling Nescafe at Phoenix. I don't know what's going on.
I will say at the Haverford Bowling Alley, Yingling is an imported beer. And I wanted to go up and ask.
what
I
is-
wanted to ask them,
It's
where
good.
do you think it came from, China or Germany?
At the Poconos.
Ah,
At the Poconos is a very far away place.
Came from Hanover.
high in Hanover. That's the place to be.
You want the Pocono beer is import.
Exactly. See, now I'm really pissed because I thought
Oh, see now that's
had-
cool. That's what I was doing. Now why would you play that?
because you're being a racist pig.
Where?
Right
I had
here.
a speech impediment for a moment.
That's what I said. Everybody thought I was being sarcastic.
Yeah. Pat's breathing.
No, I'm not. I had you on mute.
Oh, Sanka and hot chocolate. See, I never got into decaf. I just couldn't do it. Now I do. Like last night, I was just like, I want
that's funny.
coffee, but if I drink regular coffee, I won't ever sleep.
The other night we were upstairs and Nan's like, would you like a cup of coffee? And I'm like, it's Sunday night. I won't be able to sleep. I said, this would be a good time for a decaf.
A Sanka.
Like,
I wonder if
could have
there's
gone for it.
Sanka.
It would have been nice. See, Kay's half Japanese.
That's fine. I was just making fun of you. I was making fun of the Japanese.
Well, you're turning Japanese? I really think so.
No, it's not about masturbation.
What?
That's what people say.
It is?
Yeah.
What?
I think that's the most racist thing in the world. to
Never
say-
heard of that.
Yeah, that song got banned because people say it's about masturbation.
Never heard that in my life.
I was horrified when I was in school, when I was going to Catholic school, they wouldn't play Shebop in the cafeteria because apparently that is about masturbation.
What?
That is about masturbation.
No.
Yeah.
You know what's about masturbation? I touch myself.
I heard that the other day when I was playing with the bathroom. I like that.
I like that song.
But yeah, it
I was at a dance club one time with with a bunch of friends, and one of the women I was with,
was masturbating.
no, she was just, I danced with her, and she's very, very good looking woman. And that song came on, and she was pouring it on while that was going on, while we were dancing together. And I'm like,
Do you remember back?
I didn't know what to do.
Back in the day when
I had
everybody
no game. I
when
had no
people,
game.
When people like call waiting.
I remember call waiting. They still have call waiting, don't they?
I don't
regular
know.
phones.
I'm not sure. I don't have a regular phone.
I haven't had a regular phone in a while.
But I remember whenever somebody I used to have the rules. Like if you put me on call waiting for more than 5 minutes, I hang up. But if it was somebody I knew half decently well, not, some telemarketer, and they put me on hold, when I would just sit there and when they came back, I'd be like, I would sing that Divinal song as they were coming back. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
the
I didn't
whole
realize you
song.
were- Yeah.
Yeah.
Dune?
Yeah, you were saying Dune earlier. So I
Oh,
just-
gotcha.
See,
I'm a huge fan of Jean Giroux, Mobius, the artist.
I have something to talk to you about before we get off the air.
Okay. I'll do this quick. He was working with this guy, Jodorowsky, to do Dune back in the 70s.
Okay.
With Dan O'Bannon, who did Alien. It fell apart, but there's a documentary, I think it's on Netflix, and I watched it about that version of Dune. And for a minute, it sounded really interesting. And then I listened to it, I'm like, you are fucking weird, man. Like, I'm so glad this fell apart. It was really depraved and bizarre. And every time I watch any version of Dune, I'm just like, did anybody read the book?
I didn't.
I like the book.
I don't.
I've read it like
I
have read the book like
I think I did
4 times.
Did not.
I read the whole series.
Yeah, I've read the whole series. I even read the one his son did.
I read a lot of Larry Niven.
Oh, like Ringworld and shit.
I like the Ringworld stuff a lot, and I the Gaia books.
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't read them, but I know what you're talking about.
I love that.
Did you ever read Neuromancer?
No, but I've heard of it.
Is that like Necromancer?
That's like where all the cyberpunk jargon came from.
Yeah. I know it was. I think that was one of the things that was referenced. A friend of mine from way the hell ever ago was into Shadowrun. I think that was based off a lot of that.
Yeah, it was.
So,
sorry.
So again.
Yeah.
So.
Also,
what?
Bad Batch.
Oh yeah.
Very like we touched on it last week a little bit.
And it's not coming. The next one's not out till tomorrow.
Yes.
And I'm. It's one of those things. Like I think
I
should I
love
have
that.
just waited till they were done and then?
I think it's okay, but I love how they show the evolution of what's her name, the kid
Omega.
She's getting Omega's getting older. She's getting a
Her
little
hair's
more
changed.
Yeah, and
boobs getting a little bigger.
What?
You would go there.
I just thought that's where you were going.
The plot line is getting really interesting. It's
one of those things. It was like with Clone Wars. With characters like Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Where is this going? Because they're not in later stuff, so it makes me kind of sad. Like,
what's a Divergent story?
It is but at first you're like, are they going to
because
Are they going to die?
Still happen.
Yeah, I know it's Disney. They'll retcon it
in real life. Like, think about it. There were people that lived in this world that were completely unaffected by World War II.
Yeah,
literally.
I know people that blew off the Empire and flew off and did their own thing too.
So but it all falls in place, Jim.
Well, then most people forgot what that came out of World War II and how it started. Obviously, not going to get into it, but you know what I mean.
I know. It's
people
so
just it's
like similar to.
I can't remember people who don't learn from history or doomed to repeat it. I don't think anybody remembers that, but they probably remember Henry Ford saying history is bunk. But he was a huge Nazi anyway.
Shebang.
That's why we do have a 40-hour
and that's how
5-day
VW came into play.
Yeah. No, it isn't.
He helped them develop Volkswagen.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that it was one of those things like the British.
He was a big part.
British picked apart what they wanted after World War II, and they were like, we don't want that ugly ass car.
Nope. Volkswagen, the people's car.
Yep.
Oh, did you guys watch The Voice last night?
Huh?
Did you guys watch The Voice last night?
No.
Good God, no.
We have a local
practice.
No, we have a local
that's right. Yeah, no.
I was at that one time. I was at band practice because I really was.
Like a flute up his ass.
No. Who?
Oh, I thought that was the story you were telling.
No, that's for the OnlyFans.
Oh, right. Ew. Do you have a flute?
No,
that's gross.
Somebody else does.
Oh,
what?
You use somebody else's flute?
Her name's Trixie. It's fine.
From Speed Racer?
Yeah. She's like 78 now.
I would, as long as it's not Sprittles. Wow, that was tangential.
It's a flute.
No, it's not. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So, there's this guy who comes out to see the old school, and he films us.
Who?
This guy, Heil, Dave Heil.
Okay.
Dave Heil?
Literally, that's his name.
Okay.
So he
Well, at least not Heil Dave.
he owns
Or
he
Zeke.
owns
Is that Zeke Kyle?
he owns
Right.
an old rusty General Lee. I don't know where he got it from, but he works at a car place.
No, it's generally just an old piece of shit 70s Charger.
No, it's faded out. It's got like
Oh, so
the
it's actually got
remnants
the
of
paint
General
job,
Lee.
but
Yeah.
it's just shitty.
And I was watching the Philly Captain this week. He's down in Florida talking to this guy, Adam the Woo. And he's like, yeah, there's this guy like somewhere near Bridesburg who's got a General Lee, and he drives it. And I'm like, that's Dave Heil. 'Cause there's only one General Lee in the Philadelphia area that I know of.
Yeah, it's not big. He's not a big fan up here. Yeah,
It's funny. Anyway, I had to say something about
that's like for forever. Up in Coopersburg,
that. Yeah.
there was a Batmobile, like just sitting there on somebody's lawn. I used to
Which
drive past.
Batmobile?
The Futura.
Wow.
Yeah,
We should have bought it.
nah. It
Should've
was
bought-
it was literally just the chassis. There was
Just
nothing.
think, that could have been the Bat. That could have been our car for the
The
for
P-mobile.
show. Yeah, the P-mobile.
I got a big shout out to former President Trump for making a lot of sound bites about the P word.
Did he?
Well, everybody talks about when he said the P word.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, I like that. I dig that. Thank you, sir.
P-word.
P-word. I just love the ambiguity. Everybody thinks they know what it means.
I still don't know to this day. What
I know
it
you don't
means.
know what it means. That's the mystery about it.
Why so serious?
Yep. Tom's correcting you, you bastard.
Oh. Ah, Tom, that's good. You should stop worrying about him. You're on a whole different plane than that bitch. You really
Yeah,
are.
Tom stuff's really good. I
It
like
is.
it. It's a lot of fun to watch.
It's a whole different genre. Literally. I mean,
Like
I could
I'm
see the
watching. I've
similarities.
watched a couple of them, and I think I'm going to get in trouble for being there.
Yeah, you
good
do
it
feel like you're
Yeah.
I know. So sometimes I put them on. I get on the treadmill because like he's walking and I'm walking.
You have a treadmill?
Yeah,
What do you say? Like I know I haven't.
it's in the old office.
Yeah, I don't scope your house out every time.
There's another office upstairs, and back in there is a treadmill, and there's a one of those.
I haven't been
elliptical
back there
things.
since last time we took care of the cats.
Oh, Kay Hoffman wants to know when Old School's playing again. We are playing April 6th at Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Peppers in King of
Oh,
Prussia.
right. That's like next week, isn't it?
That is next week.
Not
And if-
this week.
if
Wait,
all-
when is that? I'm confused.
Next Friday or Saturday. If
Okay.
all goes well, there will be at least 2 new songs
That is next Saturday.
next Saturday. That's perfect. I'm game. Patty
That's-
Phillips in the house.
Hey,
Yeah, so we're playing, and then the following week I'm playing with Instinct at Sweeney's.
Nice, very nice. With the new shit.
Some new shit going on.
I did see that.
Yeah, there's some stuff brewing.
Well, like I said, the Instinct got the kid an A.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
she. But you know, she did say she was telling me about some of the other projects, and they were pretty grim. Like
I'm not surprised.
You,
Based on
you guys are really good compared to what everyone else has got. So she's got that going for her. But at the same time, she's also like, yeah, I was at Mike Calmia's house. And like her teacher's like,
oh yeah,
Mike.
David is and Mike go back.
And he
a
went
long
off. He went off and started telling stories. And she's like, sitting there trying not to laugh. And I'm like, so is everyone else looking at you like you were the biggest dick on the planet? She's like, pretty much, yeah.
Mike's a very good resource. You know, Mike should think about being an adjunct professor or however that works at Montco.
He would be awesome at that.
He's very good.
Because he gave her a lot of good advice when they were working on the project together down in his basement. So I would say so. Steph,
is
thank you for letting
the
us into your
man.
house, and thank Mike for me and the kid and cat and that was amazing. He did that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't fun. It was stressful and insane.
But that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
When you live it, that's what it is.
That's why I wear a hair shirt and put nails in my shoes. Quiet you.
Well, Jim, it's 9:02.
04 actually.
Well, my clock says
Your clock's
2.
wrong.
Yeah, of course it is.
So
Mine says 9:02 too, so you're wrong.
you're all wrong. You know what? I'll go to and
His computer's on a delay, and he's still going to go to Gretchen Meantime or whatever her name is. Remember Gretchen Meantime?
No,
Remember
it's
her?
Greenwich.
Yeah, her name's Gretchen.
Yep, I'm right. You're wrong. Everybody's
No,
wrong.
it's Gretchen
I'm right.
Meantime.
No, it's not.
She's mean, and she does not give you the time.
It's Greenwich, or if you want to be a dick, it's Greenwich.
It's Greenwich.
I know it's Greenwich. It's also it's also Cretin, but you say Cretin, so
Well, it's been a blast.
it has been that.
Pat sent some interesting pictures. We didn't post.
I didn't even see him. I showed you the picture of me in 1988, you bastard.
It was nice.
No, mine's from 1988 too. I look like Paul's sister.
Oh, that's terrifying
My other
for
sister,
her.
my sister from another father.
Well, that clears it right up.
No, there's actually truth to that. No, he didn't look like her. No, she looks quite different than.
Don't dig in, man. You're adopted. It's going to get all. It's going to get weird real fast.
Oh, you know what? It could be the ones down in Alabama.
You got folk in Alabama,
Huntsville.
Oh, that's cool. That's where the Apollo program was run out of,
and that's why they were there.
Yeah.
Poppy was involved in the Intercontinental Ballistics Missile program.
Sweet.
I've
Fuck
never
those
met
Russians.
him.
Yeah,
That explains a lot, Paul.
What's that?
That explains a lot.
Not about me.
When I go back to my genealogy, it's like Amsterdam, Belgium, like you see them migrating down from like Norway. It's like Amsterdam, Belgium, France, Georgia, Florida.
Why not? Somebody had to go there.
Yeah, I don't want anybody being from. I don't want to have anything to do with the South.
My pop's name is Leslie Warboys.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
You lucked out, man.
With the name I end.
Oh
up.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. Warboys would be kind of cool.
No.
Hi, I'm Paul Warboys, and I'm here to kill you.
War Boys?
Yeah,
like maybe in like Mad Max, like in
that's
Furiosa.
what I'm picturing. Some kind of like apocalyptic future or something. But anyway, Adler's not too shabby.
Yeah, means eagle.
Yeah, and gefilte fish.
My name just means guy tended the fucking pear tree. Or it's a pear-based wine.
Huh.
So,
well,
the fuck do I care?
What do you got to promote?
Nothing. Caitlin's not doing her show tonight. She's home. And
It's
fuck that
spring
nonsense.
break.
No, it's not. That was last week, but she just isn't in the studio tonight because she's taking some time off because she was at work at like 2:00 this morning. So
yikes,
she's just chilling.
Yeah, Pat, what's going on with you, man?
Lots of stuff that I can't really talk about yet.
Oh, that OnlyFans page.
I know, but I won't talk about it either.
There's a couple of there's actually more than that. I got a couple of invites for a couple of projects too that I'll share if and when everything
some things, Pat, because I know some people. Just so you know,
I know you know some people. I know you know some people.
Yeah,
that's one thing. There's a couple of other things as well. So
I don't know about the couple other things, but I know a couple of things. Just saying.
It's all crap I can't talk about though because it's not finalized.
I'm not saying it.
When the fine folks at Seymour Duncan
Go! Right.
You got that endorsement.
We got a bunch of shows pending, but I can't say them yet either because I'm not. They're not solid.
Just like poo.
I will give a shout out. I think it's this weekend. Cover Fire will be at the Rib House.
Oh, sweet!
And
what day?
Friday night, and some good friends of mine in a band called Breaker will be opening the show. They're going to be doing a set prior to Cover Fire coming on.
Like the old C.W. McCall songs.
And prior to that is Calico Sparks. So if you go for the acoustic hour, 5 to 7, it'll be Calico, Breaker, and then Cover Fire Friday night at the Rib House. Breaker will be playing with Old Instinct. I can't get my band straight. With Instinct, we'll be playing with them down at the Depot in about it's in June sometime. So
Home Depot.
Yes, the Home Depot. We'll be at the Home Depot. Yeah, that works. The Depot in Bridgeport.
Do not
It'll be a
loom over the cat.
It's going to be a female-fronted
Just saying.
band night at the depot. So, anyway,
ladies are allowed in there. That's nice.
We're out, man.
Yep. God favored, I'm not gonna let you come in because we're getting ready to bail, man. Sorry, we're actually over time. I really apologize for that, but
we're gonna get thrown off the air soon.
We're gonna get kicked out because we only get
come back next Tuesday,
7:30
Eastern Standard Time, and you'll be on
Standard Time.
Yes.
Okay.
The American Walrus Entertainment Network, bitch.
Right.
It's supposed to be echoey and
well, it happens.
Shows poorly.
You're listening to the
Relax,
American Entertainment Network.
What the hell is
that?
There you go.
Sorry.
We don't know what it is. So, all right, yeah. So that's it's anything else to promote?
Tu Wang Fu.
Thanks for everything. Okay. Thank you, Priscilla. All right. So we'll be back next week at 7:30 Eastern.
And if not, maybe we'll see you at the Peppers.
And there's Peppers next week. Next, what, Friday?
April 6th.
Saturday, Friday? What day?
April 6th. I don't know what day of the week that is.
For Christ's sake, I got to click on something.
It's Saturday.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
See?
But I didn't think it was, so I was right too.
It's fine.
So there we go.
And there's a big show announcement coming up for Screwballs for the next old school show.
Oh.
Something about middle school.
Oh, I see what you did there.
There's a whole thing going on.
Yeah, let
see.
Catholic school girls in uniforms.
A night of guest entertainers.
I know what you're doing.
There's another band that's going to be mid.
I think
mid.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, mid.
Yeah,
you'll see.
It'll be heaven.
It's gonna be cool. Stubbs. Anyway, yeah, I'm out. Bye.
All right.
Bye, guys.
See you guys later. Take care. Thanks, guys. Good night.